Hey everyone, welcome back to another Plan With Me. This week we're doing a double feature on the Plan With Me, so I hope you guys enjoy. But this one, we are actually going to be jumping forward a couple weeks in my planner to current week because this is a little bit topical on my mind at the moment. So we kind of did a little skip forward, and the kit we're using this week is called Clue Movie. And you might notice, yes, this is the week of Valentine's, so why are you using a Clue kit for this week? Good question, random viewer of mine. So I decided to not do a Valentine's kit for this week in my planner because this week I actually went and saw the Clue play. It's not really a musical or anything, so I guess it's a play, the Clue comedy. I'm not sure what to classify it as, but it was pretty much a play. And it happened to fall on the same week of Valentine's Day. And honestly, I mean, I love Valentine's Day, but my love for Clue definitely won out for this week for what planner spread I wanted to do. So, like I said, this kit is called Clue Movie. I actually have two different Clue themed kits in my Etsy shop. The other one I think we've already done before. That one was called Murder Mystery. And this kit is called Clue Movie, and this one is very much inspired by the 1985 Clue movie starring Tim Curry. I absolutely love that movie. Also, if you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of Clue the board game, and it's like my all-time favorite game. I've probably got like maybe 7 or 8 different versions of Clue in my game board collection. And about, I don't know, maybe like 3 years ago, there was a production of Clue in my town, and I missed it by one day. It was on my birthday. I think there was literally a single ticket left, and I found out about it like literally the day after. So I was so upset, but this time I saw that there was a touring group doing Clue again in a city about like 2 hours away from me, and I was so excited. I didn't want to miss my opportunity again, so I got tickets for my boyfriend and I to go see it, and I absolutely loved it. I'm not going to be spoiling anything about like the show or the plot or anything like that, but I will give you like just some little vague thoughts about everything. And I will say, if you are familiar with the 1985 Clue movie, it is based on that, and I will say that it does follow the story of that very closely. There are just a few minor little kind of like stylistic things I think that they changed, but really, honestly, it does follow pretty faithful to the 1985 Clue movie. And that being said, as someone who has seen that movie like several times, it's like definitely in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I love that one. I still thoroughly enjoyed this production so much, even with like knowing how it plays out, knowing all the alternative details and everything like that. It was still an amazing production, and it was a very like witty, quick kind of like bam joke, bam joke, bam joke. It was, all the dialogue between all the actors was just very snappy, definitely very funny. The audience was just like chuckling it up all the way through, and it was really, really good. The cast was absolutely amazing. I really loved all of like the talented actors and actresses, and they were just absolutely amazing. They definitely had me laughing, like out loud laughing the entire time. But not only was I impressed with like the actors and everything and the story and all that, but really the other thing that just blew my mind was like the set design and how they achieved the different locations of, in the mansion. Just like in the Clue board game, there are 9 different rooms. And so going into this production, I was really wondering like, okay, are we going to have to just like use a lot of imagination whenever they are going room to room and stuff? Because if you've seen the movie, that is definitely part of obviously the game, but also part of the movie, all the different locations playing into like where things happened and when things happened and who did what with where and when and, all of those. So going into that, I was very curious how they were going to kind of satisfy all these different locations. And I have to say, I was absolutely blown away with the set design and like the functions of the set. I don't want to like give anything taking away really, but they definitely had some really creative movable set pieces aside from just your standard like backdrops, you know, like a layered backdrop. And, you know, of course they did have that, but they also had really interesting like side sets that would kind of like come in and out of the production, and it was honestly amazing at how they did that. And of course they had a lot of fun with like the kind of Scooby-Doo, you know, going down the hallway, going through different doors and popping out different places. It was just, it really blew my mind, and it was such a great production. And honestly, I just loved it. I would highly recommend, even if like you're not really into Clue, but you want like a really good comedy kind of play, I would absolutely recommend it. I definitely spent a little bit of money on these tickets, but to me, it was absolutely worth it as a lover of Clue, a lover of the Clue movie, a lover of plays and theaters and things like that. It was just like everything I love wrapped up into one big like present. And I also know that not everybody is like a theater person or like a musical kind of person. And the really cool thing about this one is it really was like pretty much just a straight up play. There was no singing at all. So if you're not into like singing musicals and things like that, this one is definitely the one for you. There was only like one musical number, and there were no singing or anything like that. So if you're just someone who cannot hang with a musical, this is a really, really good show to check out. I know I'm like so gassing this up, but it was honestly like the best thing I have seen in a while, and I would absolutely love to go again if it comes back around in the future. I would absolutely make an effort to get to go see it again. And my boyfriend is someone who he will go to these things with me because he knows I love them so much. And as long as I'm paying for the tickets, he doesn't mind to come along. So I was very glad that he wanted to come along to this one, and he really enjoyed it as well. And he is definitely not a musical person, so this just was right up his alley as well. And the funny thing is, we totally watched the Clue movie together in the past, but I think he fell asleep and he completely forgot like all of the movie. So it really was like seeing it for the first time for him, and he really enjoyed it. And if you guys are familiar with the movie, there is a killer ending line, and it just got the biggest like chuckle out of him. And me knowing that line was coming, I was just waiting and waiting and waiting, and then hearing his response to it was hilarious. Honestly though, it was an amazing show. I would love to see it again. There's so many shows that I have seen before that I would just, you know, probably take or leave, you know, seeing it again. But honestly, like this is definitely one that if it ever comes back around, I'm definitely going to go see it again. And I would love to take like my parents to go see it because I think that they would really enjoy it as well. So definitely something I'm looking forward to again in the future. And another one, okay, if this one ever came back around, I would also die of like excitement. But if you guys ever saw the Addams Family musical, I saw that one when I was in college, and I loved that one. Oh my gosh, that one was so great. That's another one I would love to see come around again. But other than that, I don't have any more shows lined up until May. The end of May, I'm actually going to be seeing Wicked. I'm so excited. You guys know I'm a huge Wicked fan, and I have actually never seen a stage production of Wicked. So this is just going to be like really magical for me, but I do have to wait a few more months until then. But I'm going to be so excited, and honestly, hopefully there might be like a couple shows between then that will pop up or something that just really piques my interest. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes open for those. But let me know if you guys have like seen any musicals or ballets or plays or anything. What are your favorite shows that you have seen? Definitely leave those down in the comments below because I would love to hear your suggestions and your recommendations. All right, guys, so that is it for this plan with me. I hope you guys don't mind me jumping forward a little bit, but we will be kind of going back in the past in the next few plan with me's to catch up with that. And once again, I am trying very, very hard to get caught up so that we are, you know, close to the present week as I upload these videos. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.